everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a bit of a shopping haul to run through with you all. Over the last, say, 2 weeks, I've sort of been collecting things for Mother's Day and I've shopped at various stores online. So I thought I'd just put this video together and show you everything I've got all at once because I've got it all here now. I've got a haul from Amazon, I've got a haul from Kmart, I've also shopped at Smiggle's, and just something uninteresting that I've purchased from Officeworks, which I'll show you that as well, because I've just got it all on a table, everything that I've sort of purchased over the last few weeks. So I just thought, why not put the whole video together and just show you everything that I've got. First thing, I'm going to show you what I picked up from Amazon online. I will put the prices up on the screen because I just don't know exactly how much things were, and some things were on special and they may not be now, but I will put up on the screen how much that I paid for them. So let's have a look at what I picked up from Amazon. The first thing I picked up, which I wanted to purchase for a while, is a vegetable chopper. Now this is from Amazon, and it's just like a multifunctional one. I have had these sort of things in the past and there's been so much washing up with them, you know, the more parts the more washing up there is. But I got this one and it's got pretty much, you know, lots of other devices with it as well. I will pop up the picture of it on the screen with everything sort of set up on it. But with it sort of set up here, I'll just show you this part and I'll show you the other things in the photo up on the screen. So that's just basically what it is. You've probably seen lots of YouTubers use them. Everyone's sort of got one nowadays. And just works like that. And you know, you press it down and it will chop things up into 2 different sizes, and there's all other like fittings and things that go on them. It's really good, but I find that when I do have to chop things up, things do have to be pushed up against the back there, and not too big either, not huge things, otherwise it gets stuck. But yeah, it's a pretty good little little piece for the kitchen, and it just saves time when you've got to cut up capsicums or little potatoes or onions and things like that. Now I haven't bought these in such a long time. I don't know how many months it's been, but I think I was getting them from Coles or Woolworths at one stage, but I haven't been able to get them, so I know I get them from Amazon. I picked up 2 scrub mummies, one for me and one for my mum. So I used to buy them all the time, then I just stopped buying them. But I saw them online at Amazon while I was shopping on there. If you've never used one of these are great. They last ages. So many different ways that they clean. It's got like a scourer on one side and a sponge on the other, and they go in the dishwasher. It says it's dishwasher safe, and I used to put mine in the dishwasher all the time. They're brilliant. And yeah, I'll pop the price of them up on the screen, but I just thought that was a bit of a funny, gimmicky sort of thing for Mother's Day this year. My mum really likes thermoses, so I picked her up this thermos mug. I think they did have a sale on these, but I ended up getting another thermos with it, which was really good. So yeah, it's a really nice one, and I liked that one. I thought she'd really like that, and she can just make herself up, you know, a nice hot soup or something for winter, and you don't have to carry around the big thermos. Just something easy like that, especially if you're you know, at home or you want to go for a walk or something like that. So I love the Thermos brand. We usually do buy Thermos brand. Keeps things hot for up to 7 hours and keeps things cold for 18 hours. So that's the Thermos mug. And it sort of opens like this. So it's just got the open lid like that, and you can close it. And then it's just, yeah, so it's a good one. This one here is 470ml. And I also picked up the large thermos for her because I just thought it would go really well with the mug as a nice gift. And this one is 1.2 litres, and you always need one of these. We don't have a large one of these. We've got like a smaller red one, which is the Thermos brand, but just really handy to have, especially in the cold season, and they're great to take to the beach or anything like that. So my kids have actually got a thermos each, which I haven't really been sending them to school with yet, but I probably will put noodles and things like that in it. Especially my oldest boy's okay with that. With my youngest, I have to make sure that it's not too hot. But yeah, so I just thought those 2 together would just make a really nice gift for her. Everyone always likes having a thermos. It's not something you usually buy for yourself. So I've got my big box of Kmart things. This came yesterday, which I'm really happy about because it's just a few items in here that I really wanted to get for the boys. Okay, I'm not sure if anyone else has been struggling with this, but I have not been able to get my kids' gumboots anywhere. I've tried it online. They're either too big or too small, or I even tried at op shops, but they really need gumboots. So I ended up just taking my luck with Kmart. If anyone else knows, but I don't know if this is right, but after 6 years, like after size 6 at Kmart, do the boys' shoes go into like men's shoes? Because I'm finding that I can't get any higher than size 6 at Kmart. So I didn't know whether to go into the men's section, but anyway, I got them a set of gumboots each, just took my luck with them. They were $12 each, and this one is a size 4 for my youngest, and this one here is a size 6. I got them to try it on yesterday, and they're big on them, which is fine because you can put big fluffy socks with them. But I really like these because of the condensation in winter, and when the kids go outside in the backyard and play, it's always damp and wet. They can wear them out. And also in summer, I probably prefer these more in summer because we've got lots of snakes in our backyard. We've got a lovely backyard, quite tropical and all that sort of thing, but we've seen many snakes this year, and my youngest boy has come really close to a few of them, and it's quite scary. But what I really want them to do is at least wear like shoes, like boots and things like that in the backyard. So yeah, so I picked up them, $12 each. Really happy with them because it's something that I have been struggling to find anywhere. And like, I mean, obviously they've got them online, but you know, I didn't want to pay $100 a pair for a pair of gumboots because they just grow out of them too quickly. And these ones, by the looks of them, will last them at least a year. And the funny thing is, off the gumboots, I've got these really cool little hanging pegs that hang the boots up in the shop that they've just given, like they've sent with the boots. So I thought these would be perfect to hang scarves on. Cute, eh? So I just thought, yeah, they'd be pretty cool to put my scarves on for winter once I get all the winter clothes out. I found these in there, so I thought I could get the boys a set for me for Mother's Day, and I also got my mum a set as well. So my mum and I are both the same size, so these are just the like slippers, or they're called scuffs, I think. Yeah, women's scuffs. I think they're in the paisley. But I thought it was a really nice colour. So yeah, and they're such a good price at Kmart as well. You can't beat the price. But I like these, and you can just throw them out at the end of the year because they do get, you know, they do get worn when you're wearing them around the house. Probably easily wash them as well, but you can always just replace them, and that's usually what I do for winter. So I just thought they were a really nice colour. So I just thought that'd be good. Like, both got Ugg boots, but these are always handy to have just to slip on in the mornings instead of struggling to put your Ugg boots on. I just think they're really great just to throw on, especially like after a shower or a bath. Okay, if this part of the video looks a little bit different, that's because it is. I went and looked at the footage of the video that I just made. Half of it went fuzzy, so I have to do a few items again. So I'm going to show you this one. This is the soft touch blanket I picked up for my son for his bedroom. We're just lacking a few blankets in the house, and these are like really nice lightweight. They are 100% polyester, but I find them really warm with a comforter as well. So they do have other colors in these. We do have like a textured sort of grey one that I sort of use on everyone's bed from now to now. It sort of goes from our bed to the lounge room to the bedroom, boys' bedroom. So I just needed another one of these. It's a really nice colour for the boys' bedroom. Yeah, so yeah, just lightweight, and I do find them easier to store than putting, like, you know, rolling up the comforters in summer and things like that. These are just so easy just to sort of fold up and put into the linen cupboard. But they're a really good price from Kmart. They do have some really lovely blankets and winter sort of stock in at the moment. So yeah, so this one is the double to the queen size bed. So I'm going to wash this up today, and hopefully it washes up really well and it doesn't lose any of the fluff like some of them do, and I'll put it on his bed. In Queensland it is starting to get a little bit cooler than what it was, so I think yesterday morning was like 6 degrees, so for us that's pretty cold, but I'm not complaining here. So yeah, so that's the soft blanket that I picked up. Another thing I picked up was one of these like night shirts to wear to bed. I do prefer the long sleeve t-shirts to wear to bed than the flannelette tops with the buttons. I just find they sort of ride up all night and like twist, and I find them uncomfortable. But I do have plenty of flannelette pajamas and satin pajamas with the buttons, and I really do like them if they're a big size. So I like them like bulky and large. Makes it more comfortable to sleep. But I just thought these were really good. This is a size 12 one, and it's easy like a Sunday morning, it says on it. It's quite long. Yeah, I just wanted to get it big so it's just more comfortable and roomy. I did purchase another top, but it's being sent still, and I didn't think it was going to arrive by the time that I filmed this video. It's I can't remember what sort of a top it is, but I'll put it up on the screen, a picture of it, because I definitely won't get that today. It's still in another state somewhere. I can't remember if it's a t-shirt for myself or for my son. So that's basically the only item of clothing other than the slippers that I bought. Yeah, I'm just sort of in the process of sorting out my wardrobe at the moment, and I did film a video on cleaning it out, and I just want to go through all the winter things and bring them out, which I have to do soon. And I just think I've got so many winter clothes as it is, so I'm going to stop myself from purchasing anything from Kmart with clothes until I see what I've got in all the barrels under the beds, and yeah, and see if I have to donate half of them, and if I need to get rid of some, then I will purchase some more. I just remembered that I'm supposed to be doing like a Smiggles haul as well, but the kids have taken their lunch boxes to school today, which was only a couple of things that I bought anyway from Smiggles. I have filmed what they look like when I first purchased them, but I did purchase a couple of little lunch boxes from Smiggles because I have got, I think it's called Hello Green is where I usually get their bento lunch boxes from. So basically this is their Hello Green lunch boxes. I have got one here. I've got two of them. My husband actually broke one of the trays by dropping it, but I have got two of them, and it was getting to the point at night times where we had to have them washed up and dry before you put the lunches in it. And if anyone's got these sort of lunch boxes, these bento lunch boxes, you know that how hard they are to dry once the kids come home from school. And if you don't wash them up at 3 o'clock when they come in the door, they won't dry for you to fill them up that night, because I always make the lunches at night time. Because they've got big you know, gaps down the side, the water gets trapped in them. So really love the lunch boxes. They're so easy for my kids, or especially for my youngest one, to open and all that sort of thing. But I needed a backup, and they're so expensive. It doesn't matter where you go, you're looking at close to $50 for one of these bento lunch boxes. I've still got the first one my son ever had. My husband's going to use it as a tackle box now because it's just so scratched and everything, but it's still going strong, and that was about 3 years ago. So I love them. So what I thought was, I've never ever bought the lunch boxes from Smiggles before, the bento lunch boxes, and I heard they're really good. So I purchased one the other day for the kids to sort of share, because half the time we wash them up and we give them either one, it doesn't really matter. They do have their names on them, but what I want to do is just trial one first and give them a go at it each to see how they're going to come back, to see how strong they are. And I can't remember the price, but I'll put it up on the screen. They were close to like $40 something for one. I also bought like one of those nest containers, so I've got a backup there. So it is making it so much easier now that I can just, they get home from school, I wash their lunch boxes, and if they're not dry for that night, it doesn't matter because I've got a backup. It was starting to drive me crazy because I couldn't dry them in time. So, and I just didn't have any backup. So now I feel really good because I've got a few backup bento lunch boxes for them. And the bento lunch boxes are a lot easier because I can just sort of open the bags and pour them in. And for my youngest, that's a lot easier because they've only got a limited time to eat their lunch and to play. My husband made the lunches last night, which I was so grateful for. And he managed to put one of those little small Yoplait yogurt tubs in it and shut the lid. So I was like, oh, that's great, because I don't have to buy those squeezy yogurts anymore. And sometimes you can get them cheaper than the squeezy yogurts. So yeah, really happy with it. I went to Officeworks the other day because I finally had to get my soda stream because it was just costing us too much for bottles of soda water and mineral water. We always buy 2 of the soda streams. So we basically, if you don't know much about soda stream, you recycle them. So when they're empty, you take them back into Big W or Officeworks. I think other places are like Woolworths as well. If you live in the cities, you can probably drop them off at other like franchises, but yeah, we just drop ours off at Officeworks. It's a lot easier and closer. Drop in your empty bottle, and I think it's like $19, $20, and they'll give you a replacement one, and it works out really cheap, so much cheaper than buying soda water and mineral water, and you can make up your own soft drinks. But that was, yeah, just got 2 bottles of that. And I also picked myself up a new desk jet printer because I know it sounds silly, but when we got there, I had forgotten to write down the printer cartridge numbers, and I was like, oh no, and I wasn't going to go back and get it and all that sort of thing. And the printer is so old anyway that I don't even know if it really works that well to spend like $100 on printer ink. So I just thought, why don't we just get this? I think it was like $45, $49, something like that. And I do prefer it to be white. We had a black one, and I don't like the black. And this one's just not as bulky, but for that price, I thought, yeah, it was just easier and cheaper. And I don't print out a lot of things. I just needed to print out a few things here and there. Yeah, so I just picked up that, which is not very exciting because, you know, I love Officeworks and I wish I would have picked up some more things. But, you know, can't go too crazy. But I might go and show you what my washing machine looks like now. I do have heaps of washing in it, so I might go and empty that. But I'll show you what the washing machine looks like that we've picked up. Okay, so it's a very big washing machine. It's an LG 9 kilo machine that I've bought. I did have a front loader before this, but I'm so glad that I've purchased the top loader. You know, years ago I used to always use a top loader, and I'm so grateful to have it back again because it's just so easy. I don't have any washing lying around now with this. I don't have to get on the ground and load the machines. You know, I did try the front loader, and you know, I didn't want to purchase another one. I just wanted the top loader. So this one here was probably close to $1,000. Really expensive purchase for our family. But, you know, washing machines aren't that cheap anymore, and you do need a big machine for a family. So it's a 9 kilo, and it's just great. I feel like I've got so much control over this machine compared to the front loaders where they lock and you can't, you know, reset them sometimes. These are just so good. You know, even the cleaning filters on them are excellent. Instead of having those rubbers, like the rubbers in the front loader, they just get so moldy, I find, especially mine was. And I was finding I couldn't leave the door open as much because we didn't have much room to walk through the laundry with it open to dry out. It was still a great machine, but it broke on me eventually. So, yeah, so I picked up this one here. A really nice machine. If I need to stop it to add more in before it fills up or anything like that, pause it here, and then I can just, you know, fix it up, you know, or put more in it or whatever. So basically, yeah, that's it there. And I love the colour. And we got it from Appliances Online. I always get them to deliver all my items. They always take the item away. They set it up for you, deliver it within a couple of days. And yeah, it's just really good. So yeah, really happy with the machine. Basically turn it on and put the clothes in it and just press play, and it will just automatically choose what, you know, how much of the load I've got. It'll weigh it, fabrics, all that sort of thing, or I can choose things manually. Always got lots of washing to put in it. It's never not going, except for now because I've just emptied it and put the clothes in the dryer because it's actually looking quite dismal outside at the moment. Yeah, so I was gonna say, yeah, we did back in March it was my husband's birthday, and he wanted to get himself a really big TV, so we did get a really big TV, which was expensive as well. So we have had 2 pretty big purchases this year, like the washing machine and the TV, you know, and the TV is great anyway. We did need a TV, but yeah, just the 2 big purchases sort of puts you behind on things, but then you can sort of see what you've bought as well, whereas food and things like that you buy, you can't see where it goes. But other than that, that's pretty much all I've got to show you today. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So it is good just to get some of the things you need and not just go crazy like I usually do. And I will have a video coming up soon of me cleaning out my wardrobe and sorting that out. So that will be coming up within the next week. I hope you all have a great Mother's Day on Sunday and a relaxing day with your families, and try not to do too much, and yeah, just have a really lovely day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I've got to show you today. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you soon for my next videos. Thanks everyone.